You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
We're excited to kick off the Summer Lawn Tourpreneur Series and highlight some of the up-and-comers in the lawn and landscaping industry. Brian is interviewing lawntrepreneurs across the country, seeing how they're making money. Listen in as they share how they've set themselves up for success in order to grow a profitable business. And a big thank you to our sponsors, Echo, Equip, and Stable, for partnering with us on the tour and for helping bring you these incredible interviews. You can also see behind the scenes of the tour and get a walkthrough of each guest's business and equipment setup on the Brian's Lawn Maintenance YouTube channel. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It is your host, Brian Fullerton, here hanging with you guys, and we are jumping right into it. So, real quick, before we do, shout out to the Lawntrepreneur Series sponsors. We got Echo, Equip, and Stable. More on those guys later. So, we're actually sitting across from the amazing Henrik Gislason. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, man. You're looking at me like, here we go, into the thick of it, man. We're actually sitting out front of your home here, your mom's house. You got a beautiful pergola, a little patio here hanging out, and beautiful, like, kind of summer Michigan morning.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the first, like, nice kind of, like, chill morning, huh?
It's a little humid, but it's not bad.
Yeah, a little humid over here. Yeah, but you're deep into the woods over here.
Yeah.
Where do we live over here? Where are you at?
This is like Chelsea, Michigan.
Chelsea, Michigan. Okay, I came through, was it Dexter?
Yep.
Okay, and is it like a small town or a big town, or?
It's a pretty small town.
Yeah, it didn't seem like there was too much going on, but dude, there's a lot of people getting breakfast and, you know, riding their Harley Davidsons this morning.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. So, well, really quick, we are rocking the Lawntrepreneur Series. I'm interviewing about 6 different young guns out there in the community, out in the field. We had Gabe's Lawn Care on here last week. We've got so many more great interviews coming over the next 6 weeks. So if you guys are enjoying the series on the podcast, make sure you guys go to YouTube to check out the full kind of like equipment and business kind of trailer setup video that we do for each guest. So Henrik, we just got done shooting your video. Take us through the whole morning. What have we done so far? We did your equipment, visit a couple of sites. Walk us through what we've done so far.
Yeah, so, I mean, you showed up to my house, and we went over my equipment, checked out a few landscaping jobs, a few mowing jobs, and came back, reviewed a little more, and now we're doing this.
Yeah, man, yeah. And I think last time I was over here was the winter we were just talking about, right?
Oh, yeah.
And explain how that went, the trailer setup video? Or the plow setup video?
Yeah, so...
That was tough.
It was cold. It was really, really cold.
I think it was literally 0 degrees out.
Yeah, it was like negative wind chill.
It was literally like -5 or 7 degrees with the wind chill, and we shot this video on your what truck is that?
It's a 2011 Chevy 2500.
Okay, and then it's the Duramax diesel.
Yep.
And then you have a big Boss. Was it 8.2 or 9.2?
It's 8.2, but then I got the wings on each side. So
that's right. And then so I was like, well, hey, where's a good spot to film? And you're like, hey, there's this like field, this kind of like pull off area. And dude, it was like 20 acres of farmland. So it was wide open. Remember that?
Yeah.
And the wind is just coming through. I think literally, bro, I went home, I was telling you, and showered to warm up. My bones were cold, bro. It was so frigid cold. So if you guys watch that video, it was like probably 12 minutes long. And at the end of it, we're both like, it's like cold.
Yeah, you can see like the frozen boogers.
Dude, yeah, man, basically, man, it was rough. But it was a fun video, and so that actually prompted. So here's actually the whole series I want to talk to you guys about is I get so many young guys that want to cut grass, make money, have a small like kind of a summer hustle, whether they got a little push mower and they want to make $20 mowing the neighbors' lawns and they're 14, or they want to start a business of their own, like you're doing, Henrik, and get 100 mowing clients and make 10, 15, $100,000 a year, whatever you want to do. It's wide open, and I see so many young guys doing it. So when I do these videos, it's always more. We want to see more. And so I'm trying to zip around the state here, interview some more guys. So let's do this really quick. Give me like the minute or two, kind of like highlight reel about who you are, your background, and then because you've been on the show once, right? Correct. And then what are things looking like today? Give me like the 2-minute kind of recap.
Well, I'm 16 years old. Run a lawn landscaping business.
Yep.
We're right around 100 clients a week for mowing, and then we do a little bit of landscaping on top of that. But yeah, our our sweet spot is mowing. We like doing that. We plow snow in the winter. We got 2 trucks, 2 mowers.
2 trucks, 2 mowers?
Yeah, some handheld equipment here and there. And
Yeah. Are you guys doing more mowing, more landscaping? What are you guys doing for what's the schedule look like day to day?
So we're mowing 5 days a week, and then I got a part-time guy that I work with 2 to 3 days a week with small landscaping jobs. So.
Okay. And then what do you guys do landscaping jobs? What do you guys try to specialize in anything? Because I know we did a video on this retaining wall you did. So what's your bread and butter right now for landscaping?
Well, we do a lot of small landscaping jobs. Like we we refresh landscape beds. We've done a few low retaining walls, and we're actually scheduled to do our first paver job. So
really,
yep.
What's that about?
It's just a small bluestone paver job right in front of somebody's doorstep. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Like a walkway thing, or
yep.
Okay. What? Give me some details on that. What you got to be excited about that?
I'm excited. I mean, there's not much to it, you lay some pavers and hope the client's happy.
Are you watching like Caleb Allman stuff to learn how to do all this, or like watching YouTube videos? How are you learning how to put all this together?
Yeah, a lot of YouTube. Caleb Allman, he's got some good videos out there, and Stanley Dirt Monkey, he's got some good videos as well. Right. There's a lot of help out there on the internet.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So what was your motivation getting started? Maybe some of the guys that are listening in, a lot of guys are established. They're 18 to 35. That's kind of our demographic for the podcast and the YouTube channel. But help me out here. Talk to the younger crowd out there. Maybe they're 13, 14, 15 years old, and they're watching your YouTube video or listening to your podcast, and they go, "How do I get to where you're at?" Like they want to start cutting grass. They just have a good idea. Maybe they got a little name that they've picked out. But how do they go from there to where you're at today? Like, what was your last 3 or 4 years looking like?
Well, when I first started, I started off with one client. I think my first whole year was only one client. Started off slow.
Okay.
But let alone I was 7 years old when I had that first client. But
7 years old.
But the next spring arrived. I was excited. I was pumped, ready to get a few more clients. So walked around the neighborhood, passed around some flyers.
Okay.
Didn't work too well because I was just a young kid. Nobody's going to trust me to mow their grass.
Little 8-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Running around, Yeah, that'd be tough,
But eventually it started coming together, and I started, building a dense route around my house because I wasn't able to travel very far. I was just a small little kid, didn't have a truck or anything.
Right.
So just walked the mower down the street and started growing clients around there.
What did your parents think about that, or your mom think about that at the time?
They were very supportive.
Okay, cool.
So it was all smooth. They when I first started off, I just used some of the gas in the mower that was just in the shed. I mean, I was pretty fortunate, but it was actually the landlord's mower that I was using to mow these properties.
Really?
So.
That's funny. It's like just change the blades once in a while and add some gas. Somebody will know the wiser, right?
Yep.
So you were 8 or 9 years old though? 7, 8, 9 years old?
Yeah.
And you're 16 now.
Correct.
Dude, so you've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
8 years now, dude.
More than half of my life. So.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So year one, it was just like you mowing your mom's lawn and then like a neighbor. Number 2, how did year 2, 3, and 4 go? Like you started adding one and then another?
Yeah. So like I said, I wasn't able to travel very far, so I was just mowing these few houses, directly next to my house. And
was it at this house or a different house?
It was at a different house.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm like, this is a little bit more thick and big properties over here.
Yeah. So it was just some small in-town properties.
Oh, okay.
I was starting to build a little route around there, and it worked out. And then we moved away, out of town, and then at that point I was able to save up for a bigger mower because we bought a house with a little more property.
Sure.
So I started expanding my horizon around there, and then it was actually still close enough into town, so I'd take a 20-minute drive on my mower into town and still do those old properties that I had.
With you just ride the zero turn?
Yeah.
No way, dude.
Yep.
That's so funny. I've heard Christian from CNN. You know Christian?
Yeah.
He would say the same thing. He would hop on his Bobcat, put a weed whip on on the front of the deck, and then carry his backpack blower on his back.
Yeah.
And he would just zip down quarter mile to some of his lawns.
Yep.
And he's a little bit more like it's not like subdivisions over there. They're a little bit more city. I don't know how to describe it. It's like rural but city over in Chicagoland area. But so you would just zip around town did your mom ever pass you and go, "There's my son," mowing grass?
She might have, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. I had a little push mower back in the day, and it was self-propelled, right? So same thing. I would actually pull a wagon. I'd sit in the wagon and then have the little push mower self-propelled, right? Bro, I would literally just have that thing cart me all the way around. I live in a huge trailer park, and of course, all my lawns were on the other side of the trailer park, right? So it was like, dude, a mile from the other side, and I'm like, I'm not walking this. So I'd had a little wagon, I'd have my little self-propelled mower, and it would just literally pull me all the way around the block. And then I upgraded to a little lawn tractor, and then got out of the industry, but that was a whole nother story. But all right, so you're 16 now. So since we did the plow setup video and what you guys are doing today, how are you managing all this with work and school and life? I mean, dude, you guys said you were mowing about 100 lawns a week?
Yeah, it's, life is pretty hectic in the summer.
Okay. I mean, you can say that, yeah.
But that's why I have the winter months to go a little slower.
Okay,
so,
okay.
But with school, it's hard. You
Yeah.
know, we're working every day after school and on the weekends, and my guys are fine with that,
Yep.
that they respect it. So
Where are you finding help these days?
well, I'm in high school, so I have a lot of connections, which is a really nice thing, because I know a lot of guys are having a really hard time finding help.
Okay, yep.
But
You got a good labor pool.
exactly, being in high school, you got all these guys, and there's a lot of kids that don't want to work, but you can find the find the ones that do.
What's up with the generation of like? There's like half of them want to work, half of them don't want to work. What's up with this?
Dude, you tell me, Brian. I don't even know.
How are you part of the I want to work and earn it for myself camp? What do you think made you on this side versus like the other people that want everything just given to them?
Well, I don't know. My family's not as fortunate as others.
Sure,
to say the least.
Yeah.
So all these kids are riding around in their brand new Audis and everything like that, and I'm out here like working for my stuff because otherwise I'd be in a junky old Oldsmobile or something.
Right. That's fair.
So I don't know. There's things I want, so I work for them.
Yeah. I mean, let me ask you this: if somebody was just going to give you a brand new Audi, A4, would you take it, or knowing what you know now, are you glad that you've been working for it?
I'm glad I'd be working for it, but I mean, I'm sure I'd take it.
Yeah,
I'd be dumb not to.
Yeah. People are always like, well, you don't want to spoil your kids. I'm like, well, I'd like to spoil my kids, but I still want to make sure that I put a good work ethic in them. You know what I mean? That's why I'm working hard. That's why you're working hard. You want to take care of your family, right?
Yep.
So you got a bunch of labor pool with younger guys. What's the hustle like at high school? Like, do people know like you're the lawn kid?
I mean,
I
pull up with the trailer, so.
Do you? You bring it to school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But so the school doesn't really like it. Sometimes they put like the towing sticker on the side. So,
no way.
I mean, I don't know how they're gonna tow a 40-foot setup, but
yeah, that's not gonna happen. I was just at a podcast with a young guy named Andrew. He's over in Iowa, and he said the same thing. He's bringing his full rig and trailer and setup to school, and his principal's totally cool with it. He's like, yeah, man. He's like hustle. He's supporting the dream.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So what are you paying some of these young guys in high school? Like, are they? I mean, alternatively, they can go work at Chick-fil-A and make $12.
Yeah.
So what are you paying these guys, and what's the hustle for them?
I mean, I feel like I'm paying them pretty reasonably, but they start off at 16, but they some guys are up to 18, 20.
Is that right?
So
wow. So you got payroll, you've got like gas, you got to figure out all this stuff, and then building routes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then payroll, I actually have an accountant that does all of that.
Really?
So it does all my taxes, all the payroll.
You're big time.
That's new this year.
Okay.
It's easier for me to pay an accountant to do all that with me being how busy I am.
Sure.
And I have no clue how to do that. So.
Yeah. What made you sign up with? What do you have, like a bookkeeper or a CPA that helps you out with all that?
Yeah. So they do all my payroll, all the taxes. They just manage everything.
Yeah.
And I decided to do that because tax season last year, I was like, dude, I don't know how to do this. My mom has no clue. So
right.
I found somebody, and they've been great.
Okay.
So they're taking care of me now.
That's awesome, man. What do you think are some cool like life lessons you're learning so far at 16 that are helping you that compared to maybe your peers aren't right now?
When pros are knee-deep in tough fall cleanups, they reach for the world's most powerful backpack blower. The Echo PB 9010 is a workhorse made of wind. A 220-mile-per-hour sidearm that powers through piles of wet leaves with ease. So when the clock's ticking and winter's on its way, the PB 9010 gives you the power to clear more job sites in less time. Because there's power, and then there's Echo Power. Echo. Power on. And on.
Lawntrepreneurs, you know the success of your business depends on your lawn care equipment. If it's not working, neither are you. Keep your mowers, blowers, and all of your other outdoor power equipment running smoothly on the power of the American-made Stable brand. Stable makes premium additives and performance chemicals that help you get the best out of your equipment so that you can return quality work to your growing list of customers. Products like 360 Protection will clean your mower's fuel system with one treatment, and Fast Fix will correct rough-running engines when you're in a pinch. The entire product line undergoes thorough testing, and they are backed by OEMs because they work together to develop industry-leading solutions. Head to stable.com, STA-BIL.com, and use the code BRYANS20 to get 20% off and free shipping for your next order. Because at Stable, there's no off-season. Not as long as there's money to be made in the lawn care game.
I mean, not everything in life's going to be handed to you, like we just said. Like,
Yeah.
it's like your parents might give you a brand new Audi now, but like when you get out of the house, what are you going to do?
That's a great point.
And then, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty well set up for life the way I am right now because,
Sure.
I got my business, everything like that. Once I'm, old enough out of high school, I'll be able to go do my own thing.
That's right.
And these kids are dazed and confused. They're going to go to college, spend, I don't know, thousands and thousands of dollars in college debt, and
Yep.
they don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, my younger brother. I was saying this on my episode with Gabe. I said my younger brother, and I love my younger brother. He's my younger brother. We fist fight. And we still we're just knuckleheads with each other, right? We're brothers. But he went to Michigan State, dude. Spent $70-some thousand.
Yeah.
And he's like, to get a business degree, and he's like, my degree is completely useless. He hates college. He went through the whole mill, did the whole. And I'm not saying you can't talk about college without saying, well, go be a doctor or a lawyer. Of course, you need to get education, right?
Yeah.
But let's be honest with you. If you're going to go get a generic business degree because you don't know what you want to do and then go work at some marketing agency, it's like, dude, you can just learn marketing from Gary Vee, Instagram, and YouTube.
Exactly. I mean, some people need college for what they want to do, but
For sure.
if you have no clue what you're doing, like,
Why would you pay $60,000
Exactly.
for a 4-year party?
it's stupid.
Yeah, go put $60,000 into a rental property or a business of your own.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: where do you want to take this thing over the next couple of years? Because you've got a great setup right now. You're only 16, so you got what, 2 more years? Are you a sophomore this year or a junior?
I'm going into junior year.
So you're still a sophomore. Well, you just graduated.
Yeah.
Or not graduated, but leveled up on the next class.
Correct.
So it's summer break. So you're going to be a junior.
Yep.
So you got 2 more years of high school.
Yeah.
You're already kind of capped out, no? Like tapped out with your schedule?
Pretty much, but
A little bit of room here and there?
while I'm still in high school, I want to, get a few more employees, a few more trucks, some more equipment, another mowing setup.
Okay.
So
Have 2 crews going out?
2 crews, we can get done twice as quick and
Yep.
almost take on double the accounts. So
Wow.
got a few goals before the end of high school.
Okay. Where have you thought about where you want to take this thing after high school? Like, are you going to college? Or are you going to keep growing this?
As of now, I don't think I'm going to go to college.
Okay.
Why would I? 'Cause I got it set up, and maybe later down the road, if there's something I want to do, I'll take some classes. But
Sure.
I mean, I dread sitting in school, so why would I do that?
Yeah, that would honestly, like, if you guys are younger, I'm not telling you to not go to college or to go to college, but what I would say is, I was in the same boat, dude. I was a 3.9, 4.0 almost, GPA in middle school. Freshman year of high school, it was 3.9, then it was 3.6, then it was 3.3, and then I graduated with like a 2.2.
Right. I'm in the same boat.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, high school, like education and college, I want to get good classes and good grades. And I'm like, and then I was just like a freshman, sophomore. I'm like, dude, the world's not exactly what high school's painting it out to be.
Yeah.
Because all my counselors were like, you got to go to college. I'm like, but why?
Yeah.
But why? And and this was back in 2004. Like, 1 out of every 8 people were just laid off back in Michigan because of September 11th and the automotive industry and the recession and all this other mess. It was wild, dude. It was wild. You were. I don't even know if you were a thought back then, though. You were.
Yeah. Who knows?
How old are you now? 16.
16.
Yeah, that was. When were you born?
2006.
Holy cow. Dude, you were born after I got out of high school? Oh my God, it's literally happening right before my eyes. It's like I'm the old fart now in the room, So if you don't want to go to college and all this other stuff, what do you want to do to make money as you continue to take the profits from this company? Have you ever thought about that?
I'm not sure. College definitely isn't the thing, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep growing the business.
You're just going to go buy like Lamborghinis and like Camaros?
You
got a Camaro behind us. What is this?
a little tax write-off.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I like buying and selling things, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride the Camaro for the summer months and then sell it before winter and buy a new plow setup.
That is so cool. So you're working hard. You have gotten some nice things out of the business.
Absolutely.
Right. Any other cool toys besides the Camaro? Because this is what year is that?
That's a 2011.
That's awesome, man. Good for you.
Yeah, and I got a 90s jet ski. It's fun to
Yeah.
rip around on.
Heck yeah, dude. I love jet skis. If I had some water, lake access to something, I would definitely buy a jet ski. Liz, we did a talk on a podcast recently with Liz and I. She wants to do the Great Loop. I was just telling you about it, and she wants to buy like a $500,000 like fishing boat thing. I'm like, Liz, what are you talking? But dude, she's like sold on it. I'm like, I want like a nice cruiser yacht, like a nice luxury boat, like $1 million boat. She's like, we can get this trolley boat for like $300,000, and we can like go zip across. I'm like, Liz, what are you talking about? I mean, we know nothing about lake life and boating, and we would be stranded like 10 minutes into our adventure. But anyway, so you got the Camaros. That's really cool, man. Good for you.
Thank you.
What do you guys? What do the guys that are working for you think about working for you? Like, have you talked about them? Talked to them about working here in the future? Like, are they grateful for the job and making money?
Well, the crew I have right now, they're really solid. Cool. I know 2 out of 3 guys are probably going to move on and do their own thing after college. But this one guy, I'm trying to dial him in to stay. So
yeah,
he's pretty solid. But I feel like they like working for me. It's always a fun time in the work truck. And
yeah.
We're always laughing, goofing off. I mean, still getting stuff done, but
I can only imagine. And when I jump into the truck with Rob and Dominic, I can't even relate. Rob's 20, 21, Dom's 18 or something like that, and they have their own language, bro. Like I'm like literally like the parent in the truck. I'm like, guys, can we like do this and do that? And they're like, okay, old man. And I just feel like I'm getting in the way half the time nowadays. But that's really, really cool, man. Well, here, open mic. Anything that you want to talk about while we got you here on the episode? Because, dude, you're another great example of somebody I can point to that's working hard, that's kicking butt. Like you said, nothing was given to you.
Yep.
Wasn't mommy and daddy's money. That's something that I think you guys are dispelling a lot of myths out there that just because you got a zero turn and a nice truck or nicer truck doesn't mean that it was just given to you.
Dude, I get that all the time. People are always telling me I'm daddy's money or something like that. And it's just that they don't know the story. They don't know the story. And
right.
I mean, it's not that hard to get a nice truck and a mower.
Right. Well, I mean, dude, people say like everything was given to me because we do YouTube. I'm like, that's not the case. We've got a couple mowers, but like other than that, nobody bought my trucks. I mean, if somebody wanted to buy me something, buy me a truck.
You're the one that grew that channel, and that
Well, I mean,
you earned it.
Yeah, we've been trying to pay dues just like you guys, man, on both the lawn care channel and the lawn care business, But well, open mic. Anything you want to leave these guys? Here, let's wrap up with this thought. If somebody's younger and they want to keep growing and get into the industry, give me some good like 1 or 2 tips for these guys that have really helped you make an impact with your company and grow it to where it is today.
For sure. Well, I know there's probably a lot of younger kids watching this podcast.
Yeah.
So, just put yourself out there, man. You know, it's
fun.
It's fun. It's a fun thing. If you know you want to start a lawn care business, or even if you don't know, just do it.
Yep.
Because you're not going to regret it.
What? Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
You're going to make good money. I mean, you make good money mowing grass. So.
Yeah. What do you say to the parents too that are maybe hesitant to let their kid go mow some lawns and start a business of their own?
Well, I was very fortunate. My mom was very supportive. So,
okay. Yep.
But like, if they're concerned about their kid getting injured or something, just get them some liability insurance or something. Like, just raise the healthcare a little bit.
Raise your healthcare. There you go.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's not that dangerous, If the kid knows what he's doing, or she, I mean, you just it's not too bad. So, my parents trusted me. I mean, it's a lawnmower, a weed whacker, and a blower.
Yeah,
like,
not really
it's not that it's not that dangerous.
Yeah, you're not riding dirt bikes through jumping cliffs. Okay, it's not like that kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
But what do you think about somebody who says, well, I don't know if my kid's gonna have a future in that?
Come on.
I know, dude. You know these things.
That's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, I started off as the lawn care kid, right?
Yeah,
I was just the neighborhood kid,
and
I didn't think I was gonna have a future in it, but
right.
I mean, until I started actually
building
it, and seeing profits and like improvements, and I was buying and selling things left and right.
Yep.
And I mean, like I said, I think I'm gonna be set up for life, and I mean, if I keep growing it.
I think 10 years from now you can be Alex Nickens, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
He got started young, and now he's got a beautiful shop. He's building a custom home. Beautiful wife. He just had his first baby. That can be you in 5, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, and lawn care is an easy thing to get into. I mean, your expenses getting into it is very low if you have a push mower.
Sure.
Even just a
weed whip and a blower.
Yeah, even just a junky riding mower. I mean.
Yep.
costs are low, and it's easy to grow.
Yep.
So
what do you think? Last thought I have for you is, let's look at the alternative. Do you ever see yourself going to work at the mall or something and making $12 an hour?
Absolutely not.
At Abercrombie and Fitch?
Absolutely not. I mean, being an entrepreneur, you choose your hours, you choose how much you want to make, how hard you want to work. I mean, the amount you put into it is how much reflects back on you. So you can definitely, the sky's the limit.
Shows a lot of good income.
Exactly.
So you're not going to work at Abercrombie and Fitch this summer?
No.
Making $12 an hour?
No.
No? You're not going to work at J. Crew and make, $11.75?
No. Well, the nice thing is, like, being an entrepreneur, like I said, you make your own hours. You don't have to go into work at 8 a.m. and then be done at, or 9 to 5. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You don't have to work at 9 to 5. You work what you want.
I literally remember I was your age, dude. I was 16, and my mom literally said, all right, you have to go get a job. And I was like, I'm like, I have this like lawn care business. She's like, yeah. And my mom didn't know any better. She's just mom. You know, she loved me. She's just being mom, right? And so she's like, you need to go get a job. You're 16. We didn't have any money. I live in a double wide trailer, right? We didn't have any money. I wanted to buy my first car. I didn't get my first car till I was 17, bro. And like you said, other kids get them. Where I lived, it's GM town. So people were 16, and I don't know what cool car was back in the day, but there's kids coming to school in Corvettes, bro. and they got like all these cool like GMC, whatevers and GM cars. And I'm like, I didn't even get my first car till I was 17 and like a half. Like my senior year was the first year I drove.
Yeah.
Right. And now you got kids that are freshmen and sophomore with their the driver's permit.
Yeah.
And they're driving brand new Audis.
I know. Well,
and Jeeps.
That's how it is in my school. I mean,
yeah.
My city's full of the rich soccer moms and all that.
There you go.
And then the kids, they just get their license and they pull up in a brand new Audi or like a
Jeep Rubicon.
Yeah, just
$55,000.
I mean, a kid I know just got a brand new like badass Bronco, like the new one.
There's like $60,000.
I know,
if not more.
Yeah.
Is that insane?
Yeah, and I mean, you could tell the kid doesn't take care of it or treat it like it's his.
That's wild. And you guys are listening in. You guys have seen this like 1,000 times before. You know what I mean? And Henrik's like a great example of somebody who's working for it and you appreciate it. Like I said, even if it's not the newest thing, you still treat it like it's new and take care of it. You wash it, you clean it, you maintain it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
exactly.
It's just one of those things, man. I grew up like I was in the exact same boat. My mom's like, hey, you got to go get a job. And I was like, okay. So I went to Little Caesars because that's all I knew, because that was like the closest job near where I lived. And I liked their pizza. So I was like, well, that kind of makes sense, I guess. And maybe I'll get a shift meal, right? And I was literally making $6.74 an hour. Now, like today's money, it's, I don't know, $10 an hour, whatever the minimum wage is, right? But it was $10.50 an hour today's money, and I'm thinking to myself, I was making $300-400 on a weekend just mowing 10-15 trailer park lawns. Yeah. And then I go from making $300-400 a week to literally, dude, my take home pay was probably like $110 a week. Yeah. Because I was putting in 15-20 hours part time, right? Like outside of high school, and I'm like, this is so stupid.
Totally. Well, that's the thing. I mean, when I'm out mowing, we make at least $1,000 a day. So
it's so stupid.
I mean,
dude.
it's not all profit, obviously.
No,
but like
still making $400-600 profit a day.
Yeah,
and calling your own shots and being outside having fun.
Exactly.
Isn't that wild, dude?
I mean, it's fun. You put some music or a podcast in your ears, and you just
7 hours later,
you just keep going.
Dude, it's so wild. It's so wild. I that's like one of my only great regrets, or like not resentments, but like great regrets is like where would my company look like if I was where you're at today, and somebody, not only if somebody encouraged me, but if I had the education. Right, if I had the YouTube, the Instagram, the podcast, the whatever, where would I be today? And you're just getting started. You're 16. Dude, I think you could do $500,000 by the time you're 18, 19, 20 years old.
I mean, I think so too. But like you said, the nice thing about today's world is YouTube, everything. Entrepreneur Academy. I mean, I have the whole ball of wax. And
well, there you go.
And that's helped me out a lot. So,
dude, we appreciate the support. And that's crazy. Where do you find 15, 16-year-old kids dropping $1,000 to learn education on their future? That's insane.
Well, I mean, think about it. There's tons of information out there. $1,000, that's one day of mowing. I mean, maybe not for all, but like...
Yeah, even if it was a week.
Yeah.
And you get everything forever.
You get everything. You get all that knowledge, all that.
Yeah.
You can make so much more money with that information.
Well, dude, we got our live event coming this November. Are you coming back? You going to check it out again?
Oh, I'll be there.
Okay, all right. I appreciate that. Are you going to equip? Because I remember last year was your first year.
Yep.
Are you going to equip again this year?
Yeah, last year was a great time, and I'll definitely be there again this year.
All right, cool deal. Well, we'll button it up with this. Number one, we just wrapped up our YouTube video, so I got you. This was totally unexpected you didn't know this, but we got you a whole swag bag from Stable. which we really appreciate those guys. They gave you like literally one of everything. There's stuff over there we don't even know what it does. So we'll figure all that out. But so a bunch of stable product, fuel stabilizers, fogging oil, a bunch of stuff. Also Echo, they're one of the sponsors of the summer tour here, and they gave you a PB 2620 handheld leaf blower.
Sweet. Thank you.
That'd be pretty dope.
That's awesome.
And then also Equip. If you guys want to get your registrations for Equip, that's like the Super Bowl of like lawn care trade shows down in Louisville, the October 18th through the 21st. But they're going to, they're part of the summer tour. They're going to comp your ticket, and then they're also going to give you 2 free training classes that's worth like about $170 value.
That is awesome.
That's all you, bro.
That is awesome.
So if you're going back, look at the website later when you get time. Check out 2 free 2 classes, and then we'll get your email, and we'll get all that comped for you.
Awesome.
But that's a gift from Equip to anybody that's on the tour this year.
Thank you, Equip.
That's awesome. Dude, amen to that. Thanks to Evan and Chuck and Chris from OPEI and the Equip organization. So, we'll button it up right here, man. This was fun. I appreciate you taking time out of your Saturday morning to shoot the video, do the podcast, anything you want to leave these guys. But if not, we'll button it up.
Do good work.
Do good work.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Those are your takeaways?
That's all I got.
I love it, brother. All right, man. Well, where can people find you? And we'll shut this thing down.
You can follow my Instagram. It's at the Lawn Care Kid, and then you can also follow the YouTube, which is also at the Lawn Care Kid.
How's the YouTube channel going, by the way?
We've been taking it slow.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been kicking it full force with the business, so
I feel you there.
It's not easy to grab the camera and start recording. So.
I've let YouTube go a little bit this last couple of months because we're just swamped, dude.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, like working.
I'm gonna try to start kicking it up here once we get into slower summer months.
How many subscribers are you at now?
7,000.
That's awesome.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
That's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Good for you, man. We'll go subscribe to Henrik on YouTube. It's at the Lawn Care Kid.
Yep.
That's right, man. Awesome. All right. Well, we'll button this thing up here. We'll kick it back over to Marty, Mr. Producer, to hear a little bit more from the show sponsors announcements. But guys, if you're enjoying the summer tour here and the Lawn Entrepreneur Series, we're calling it, we're interviewing 6 teenagers across the state. There's going to be a whole YouTube playlist that you can check out all of their equipment and everything they got going on. And if you guys have a friend or a buddy, or maybe it's your son or daughter that wants to start a business, man, encourage them. Encourage the snot out of them, because they can be a Henrik just a few years later, making some really good money, taking care of their family and providing a future for himself, man. So that's what we got. So we'll button it up right here, guys. Thanks for listening in, and we look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one.
Test before you invest in the latest mowers, blowers, chainsaws, battery equipment, and UTVs. Join us at Equip Exposition in Louisville, Kentucky this October.
Hey guys, it's Brian, and I got to tell you what, I just got done talking to the folks at Equip Expo, and they cannot wait to see you guys down in Louisville, Kentucky later this fall, October 18th to the 21st for Equip Expo. The Equip team wants to let everyone know to achieve their next breakthrough with the right mix of help and hard work. Equip Expo, formerly the GI Plus Expo, will feature 7 educational tracks and 25 plus classes, such as topics in sales and profitability, technology hardscaping, and their newly added pool and spa track. Plus, yours truly will be hosting an event on Thursday afternoon called Energize with Mike Andes, Blake Albertson, and Paul Jameson. If you guys want to join us at Equip, consider using our discount code to register for the show, where you can save 50% off with promo code Brian.
Register before the early sign-up discount ends by visiting equipexposition.com. Purchase the whole ball of wax now through the end of August and receive 1 free LAL 2022 admission, a $197 value. When you buy the whole ball of wax, you will automatically be registered for the event. No additional steps required. Law Entrepreneur Academy Live is the event to take your company to new heights as you learn from industry leaders at this amazing one-day event. Act now. This free ticket offer to LAL 2022 and purchasing the whole ball of wax won't last forever. Go all in today and secure your seat for the industry's best in-person training conference in Novi, Michigan, Saturday, November 12th. The whole ball of wax includes all the training programs, documents, resources, and postcard designs at thelawnpreneuracademy.com and the ticket to LAL 2022. This deal ends August 31st, so don't delay. Tickets to the event can be purchased separately from the whole ball of wax promotion.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.